Unflinching and raw. This is not motivation. This is exposure. The world does not reward men for intention. It does not care what a man feels. It does not negotiate with hope. Men are sorted by law, not moral or social law, biological law. Selection existed before culture, language, or belief. Nature does not ask who deserves. It measures who can carry weight. That is the first truth that was removed. Men are not valued for existing. They are valued for function. Every system that survived understood this. Tribes, armies, empires, industries. Men who could not contribute were not hated. They were irrelevant. This is not cruelty. This is structure. Modern narratives lie to men because truth produces pressure. Pressure produces strong men. Strong men are difficult to manage. So the message was softened. You were told you are enough as you are, that effort guarantees outcome, that desire matters. None of that survives contact with reality. Selection does not care how hard you tried. It measures output, presence, and capability. Energy comes before ambition. Low-energy men do not rise. They rationalize. Energy, directed with discipline, turns effort into genius. Let it glow naturally, calm, focused, undeniable. A man with weak energy speaks loudly about fairness. A man with strong energy moves quietly and is obeyed. Alignment comes before effort. Misaligned effort drains men into exhaustion. Aligned men move less and achieve more. Suffering is not a mistake in male development. It is the filter. Men who avoid suffering remain untested, unreliable, and unchosen. The price of power is not confidence. It is responsibility. Power demands endurance, regulation, and silence under pressure. Male hierarchy is not designed by opinion. It emerges from observation. Who can remain calm when things collapse? Who can decide when others panic? And who can act without reassurance? Those men rise without asking. The rest explain. Modern men were not made weak by accident. They were distracted. They were taught to chase validation instead of capacity, comfort instead of competence. Low-energy men confuse visibility with value. They perform morality to replace power. But selection does not watch speeches. It watches behavior. A man's value increases when others feel safer, stronger, or more effective in his presence. If that does not happen, words are irrelevant. Elite men do not announce dominance. They remove chaos. They do not beg for respect. They become necessary. They do not seek approval. They become unavoidable. This is why hierarchy always reforms after collapse and why equality never survives stress. When systems break, biology resumes control. The man who can endure longer, think clearer, and act decisively rises, regardless of ideology. That truth cannot be canceled. Energy determines perception. Perception determines position. Position determines outcome. Low energy distorts reality. High energy clarifies it. Men with disciplined nervous systems see opportunities others miss. Men with chaotic inner states misinterpret threats and waste effort. That is why calm men accumulate leverage. Selection favors those who can regulate themselves first. You were not born to be comfortable, you were born to be capable. Comfort delays competence. Delay destroys momentum. Momentum separates men permanently. This is why men fall behind silently and never recover. No one announces failure. It accumulates invisibly. Every ignored responsibility, every avoided discomfort, every rationalized weakness, it all compounds. The ledger does not forgive. This is not pessimism. This is accuracy. Men who accept this law early build themselves deliberately. Men who reject it argue until they age out of relevance. The world does not owe men meaning. Men create meaning through usefulness. When you carry weight, you are respected. When you remove burden, you are valued. When you absorb pressure, you are trusted. This is what elite men quietly practice, not motivation or affirmation. Structure, discipline, regulation, endurance. Everything else is noise. The work is not glamorous. It is foundational. It is done in silence when no one is watching. This is the source code of respect. Regulation is the governor on the engine of ambition. An unregulated man is a liability. He mistakes impulse for intuition. He reacts instead of responds. burning energy on outrage while the regulated man conserves it for action. Discipline is not punishment. It is the deliberate calibration of the self, choosing the discomfort of growth over the comfort of stagnation. It is the architecture of a man who can be relied upon. Without it, talent is a wasted resource. Endurance is the currency of crisis. It is not the single heroic act, but the capacity to persist when adrenaline is gone. It is the quiet resolve to hold the line when others break. This is tested not in sprints, but in marathons of attrition. Stop consuming. Start building. Stop debating. Start demonstrating. The validation you seek is a byproduct of the value you create, never the goal. Men who chase applause will always be managed by men who chase competence. Alignment is the master principle. A man aligned with his nature, his duty, and reality moves with minimal friction. He does not fight the current. He masters it. His actions have leverage. His energy is amplified, not depleted. Responsibility is the gravitational force of the male world. It is the anchor. The more you can hold, the more real you become. Avoiding responsibility is avoiding existence itself, a slow fade into irrelevance. Do not ask for a lighter load. Build a stronger back. The universe does not adapt to you. You adapt to it. This is the fundamental transaction. Men who understand this are given the keys. Men who do not are given the rules. Power is not taken, it is conceded. When a man demonstrates superior regulation, endurance, and clarity under pressure, others cede leadership to him, not because they are told to, but because their survival instinct recognizes a strategic asset. You are being forged. The pressure, the heat, the impact, it is not random. It is a process. You can cooperate with it and become tempered steel, or resist it and shatter. The process does not care about your preference. The path is not crowded. It is narrow and requires sacrifice. The reward is not fame or comfort. The reward is sovereignty, the ability to author your own experience. The quiet power of a man who is a law unto himself because he has mastered the laws above him. Forget the noise. The ledger is open, the clock is running. Hold the line, carry weight, remove chaos, ignore applause. Earn necessity. Act accordingly.